Nearly 60% of our planet has been consumed by the invaders.
We have the Hellpriest signal locked in. The target is marked, but the signal will not hold for long.
For it is he that they fear, not man, or his armies. They feared the mark of the beast.
Doom Eternal is fucking awesome. It's one of the best games I played since Doom 2016. I finished my first playthrough around 18 hours, and I can easily say this game rules. It also ruined FPS for me. Not only that, but every game is in general. This game is pure ultimate power fantasy that is done right. Doom Eternal, the game that I was so fucking eagerly excited for a very long time, has finally come, and I've been playing this game non-stop ever since. Before I start the whole video, I just want to clarify that no games are meant to be perfect, but this game, however, manages to be a near perfection in every way. I never felt so fucking badass in a video game before, well, except for a few games like that, of course. This game manages to engage you from start to finish. I love the fact that this game is so self-aware, and it's not even afraid to show it. Doom Eternal is, fucking indeed, the pinnacle of the entire FPS genre. And I don't usually say that very lightly. The glory kills, which was one of my favorite parts about Doom 2016, are more glorious and over the top and comedic than its predecessor. Whenever I see demons glowing orange, I can't help but put huge grin on my face. I simply love it. Not only that, every environment in this game are visual eye candies. If you are a huge environmental storytelling fanatic, then this game will definitely satisfy you. My personal favorite cutscene was at the beginning of the Exaltia, the part where Doomslayer pulled out some sort of ancient artifact using its suit. Then the ghosted figure of King Novik shows up, warning to Doomslayer about his consequence based on his current actions. Really enjoyed that cutscene.
Cannot kill the priests. You know our laws. Despite their transgressions against the Covenant, they are still of Sentinel blood. What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. It is written. It is their time to give penance. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Oh, speaking of cutscenes, there are some cutscenes in this game. I'm very aware some people were turned off by this, but not me though. In fact, I enjoyed every cutscene in this game, which enhanced Doomslayer's badassery to a whole new level and makes me want to learn more about Doomslayer's past and his universe. By the way, you can literally do that by finding and collecting codexes from every level and read them, of course. But it's totally optional, so yeah. By the way, I don't understand the strong hate for the cutscenes in this game because, you can skip them. Another new mechanic that grinded up a lot of people were platformings. I mean, to be honest, the platformings wasn't as terrible as people were claiming to be. I actually enjoyed them quite a lot. They were more forgiving than Doom 2016, where when you fucked up, you die instantly and forced to wait on the loading screen. Doom Eternal, on the other hand, You instead lose a little cup of armor or health bars and get back to the action right away, which is vastly huge improvement over the previous one. Plus, I think variety like this manages to be more engaging and fun. Doom 2016 was a game that constantly switches between corridors and arenas, and it made some levels quite repetitive. Not in Doom Eternal though, where each level feels like multiple levels compacted in one. Auto maps in this game are way more organized and easier to understand than Doom 2016, but also more forgiving to find secrets in some ways. There are a lot of secrets in this game, and I love finding them all. It felt so satisfying to find the secrets after figuring out a few tricky platforming puzzles. Alright, let's talk about the main core of this game, which is the gameplay. My god, this game is fucking insane and challenging. The game director Hugo Martin stated on many interviews that they'll love to frustrate the players in order to teach them right away to play it properly. I was playing on a nightmare difficulty once, and boy, it kicked my ass harder than ever before. In fact, I died so much that if this game was Sekiro, everyone would have gotten Dragon Rot, even in real life.
What's wrong?
Dragon rot.
So I turned down the difficulty and finally, I was having a blast with this game. However, even in normal difficulty felt like a challenge because this game is way harder and faster than its predecessor. Also, this game is way more arcadey than the previous Doom games we had. Id Tech 7, which is the graphic engine running the game, feels so smooth and polished. I love the fact that this game has variety of vibrant colors, much more than Doom 2016. It's refreshing and visually more interesting. I was a little bummed out that almost every enemies in this game are spoiled before the full release, but still, I had so much great time playing this game that my issue has faded away. My personal favorite part about this game are the Slayer Gates, which are these arenas where you have to find the keys in order to access them. Slayer Gates are insanely challenging and exciting as hell. I never had this much fun and adrenaline rush with a game like ever. Mick Gordon, the composer for Doom 2016 and this game, nails it once again with the soundtracks. It's one of the most heavy metal shit I've heard and I fucking love them. It brings the game's intensity to a whole new level. The enemy varieties in this game are game changers. In fact, I actually enjoy ripping and tearing them all so much that at the point that I was exhausted, but in a really satisfying way. Oh, how much I love enemies in this game. The more I play this game, the better player I become simply because these enemies and maps taught me so much ways to play the game. This game focuses on 3 survival tactics, which are glory kills to get health, chainsaw them to get ammos, and torch them up for their armors. It's way more tactical than Doom 2016. You simply don't go around and shoot mindlessly. Instead, you have to use these trios in order to survive and rip and tear until it is done. See what I did there?
All of this just works. It's not, I'm not kidding.
I played so many first-person shooter games in my entire life, and I believe Doom Eternal is the standout of its genre, gameplay-wise and design-wise. My only little complaints are that after unlocking Unmaker, I was expecting to be like super OP weapon, but it felt a bit underwhelming because it was not as OP as the BFG 9000 itself. Also, the Crucible, which is like one-hit kill sword weapon with only 3 usable charges, also felt underwhelming because you can't simply use it all the time since you have to save it up for the emergency kill. I kind of wish that you could use it very frequently by recharging it rather than collecting ammos for it in some level. Sort of like Soul Cube in Doom 3, you know what I mean? Also, I feel like the ending felt a bit rushed. I expected to have like some sort of epic badass ending like Doomslayer ripping and tearing all the enemies non-stop like an unstoppable one-man army. But still, I enjoy the ending for what it is. One last thing I didn't really like was the swimming and purple goose sections. I understand that they wanted to bring something unique and challenging obstacles thrown to the players, but I feel like those parts sort of drag the fast-paced gameplay a bit slower, not in a good way. Fortunately, these parts won't last very long, so yeah. Battle mode, which is the only multiplayer in this game. While it is fun, but it lacks longevity since there's not enough contents other than unlocking skins for Doomslayer and playable demons. But at the same time, I have to give mad props to the id Software for not including any microtransaction in this game. The developers are currently working on the next update and DLCs, so I hope they'll bring something great and continue to surprise us. Other than that, this game is pretty much a modern masterpiece. Oh, you can also play Doom 1 and 2 in the Fortress of Doom. In the end, Doom Eternal exceeded many of our expectations in terms of graphics, gameplays, lores, and so much more. This game manages to reach legendary status from 0 to 9,000s real quick. If you are totally new to these games, I highly recommend you to play Doom 2016 first before jumping into the Doom Eternal. Doom 2016, in my opinion, is way easier game. I feel like many new players will learn how the mechanic works in general, and those mechanics and difficulty will amplify to 11 in Doom Eternal, plus just about everything in general. Just like everyone says, once you play Doom Eternal, you won't be able to go back to Doom 2016 since it makes it boring and slow as hell. This is saying a lot because Doom 2016 used to be my all-time favorite. Plus, I played over 100 hours on single player alone. But then, Doom Eternal arrived recently and replaced it, of course. Hope y'all enjoyed my review, and let me know what you think about Doom Eternal. Do you love it, or do you hate it, and why? Let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and stay safe out there, folks. Peace.